In the beginning of time itself, there arose questions that even we as humans aren't yet to answer. But within the inner sanctuary of the universe lies just a couple of idiots talking for like an hour.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Cryptics podcast. I am ColeoIsCooleo. We're here with Buster.
Say.
And YungCripp.
Say my name.
And special guest, the ever so talented ft.TriangleDays.
Hello!
Hi.
How you going?
Oh, hi. Hi, say my name.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now,
I'm complete now.
now what? What are the next steps?
I don't know. So, the new Rick and Morty just came out.
Mm-hmm.
And we all gathered up some theories, mostly, I think, and we just thought we'd cultivate them all together and then mash them up and smash a couple ideas out the window.
Make some theory babies.
Hell
like
yeah!
This.
All right. First theory we got. This is season 3. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Season 3.
My theory was that it was actually season 5. They skipped straight to season 5.
They did.
I'm just waiting
They
for
needed to skip all that filler.
the Family Guy
You know when
crossover
like
episode to be good.
series. Yeah, you know when series go bad, but then they come good again after a couple of series. Yeah, they skipped
Yeah.
3 and 4. Make a good comeback with 5.
So far, so good. They know what they're doing.
Strangely enough, they do.
I'm really bad at theories. Like, honestly. I whenever I see other people's series on any shows that I start to watch, some of them are so fucking good that I am like, this is what I want to happen now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
When
Like fan fictions.
yeah,
Like
and when
the-
it doesn't happen, I'm pissed.
Like the Rugrats one, how like Angelica's the only one alive, and all the other babies are dead.
This isn't Roseanne. No one will get that.
It was all a dream. Used to read magazines.
Angelica woke.
Woke
She's
AF.
like, she's the new Ben Drowned.
That's a timeline I don't want to explore. Dead babies.
Why not?
It makes me sad.
Go
It's the
tread
best
lightly.
joke.
Those are the best.
Don't want to break
Those
their
are the
necks.
best theories, though. If your theory involves dead babies, I'm down with it.
That's just a theory. A Cripp theory.
An abortion theory.
I think the big thing with the theories is just how often people have gotten it right. You know, like Westworld, everyone cracking out the theories on Westworld, and because it's already like been
missed
recorded,
Westworld.
pre-production. There's a few people that got it right, and once you've sort of got that grain of sand cranking, anything's possible, man. I don't know where I was going with that. But my theory,
I
Rick
liked the dramatic pauses.
Rick is
It's
Jerry.
No.
Yeah. Where's Rick's wife?
I am your wife and also
Beth.
your husband.
No, like I was
Nah.
I was rewatching the first episode of season 3, and Rick's clearly got a wife that isn't Beth.
Yeah.
I know
That was a
people
fake-
have
that was a
been
fake wife.
like,
Fucking true. But was it?
I don't think it is. I think that memory's fake because Justin and Dan have actually said that memory's fake. And they were saying that, like, you'll never really know his backstory because it takes away, like, some mystique of the character.
It
knowing
really does.
everything. And yeah, because everyone can theorize what they think happened.
Alright, new theory. Rick is the Joker. Hear me out.
Rick is actually Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls.
Yes. I would be so okay with that theory.
I've seen like a couple of edits where he's got like Bill Cipher eyes. It's like, it's kind of cringe. but I kind of see where you're coming from. But still,
Well, there was that, like, kind of crossover, but not really. It was
yeah.
more of an Easter
Yeah.
egg.
That was a
That
really
was
good
really
like.
well
I
handled.
don't think.
Oh, well,
I don't think they would make like, oh, I'm making my major character of my series one of your other characters.
That's
They
right.
wouldn't go that far. Because I mean, there was this other thing that apparently Justin was like super drunk one time with like the guy who made Gravity Falls and some other show guy. And they were all gonna have this one dude that has like suspenders and fluffy hair. It kind of looks like Weird Al Yankovic. Oh, however you say his name. And then he has like a football on his shirt. And then
Oh,
he has
yeah.
like dashes, and it was meant to be a code. And when you saw him in the 3 shows, it would end up spelling a sentence. But Justin was the only guy who implemented him, so.
I remember that guy.
I think he talks about it in an interview once, and Justin's like, yeah, we were gonna do this, and then Dan's like, yeah, I remember you being very drunk and you being excited, and everyone else was kind of like, yeah.
The design of this character is so just out of place as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's the point. But yeah, I had
Futurama did some good stuff
theories.
like that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they had like a character that was always in the background.
Okay.
They eventually turned it into a movie. I don't know if that was their end
Oh, that's
game.
right. It's like Adventure Time with the fucking snail.
Mm.
And then it turns out that
And
it's
all the
lunch.
different languages.
Yeah.
I had some theories, like last year about Rick and Morty. And it was before I had actually looked at theories online or anything. It was just me riffing with myself at home over things. And so specifically the episode where there's the evil Rick and Morty,
Yeah.
I thought that perhaps that evil Morty could have been Rick's original Morty. But Rick thinks he's dead. Because at the end of that episode, he kind of says that thing where he's like, it's not good when a Morty gets too full of himself because bad things happen. And he's always kind of like, sometimes Morty, even though he's not like really smart, he is good at some problem solving. And sometimes he does say smart things, but Rick will always put him down. And I'm like, I wonder if it's that thing where he doesn't want Morty to become too big for his boots because he knows what happened to the previous Morty. Like going like mental and becoming evil. And I mean, like, obviously this isn't Rick's original family or the first time he's even swapped families, because he was pretty like blasé about taking Morty to another family. He was like, yeah, there's like millions of these, you know what I mean? So I think he just doesn't have that connection. Like that connection with his first original family is kind of broken.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I reckon.
Well, they
like,
were saying that with that theory that the Rick and Morty in the opening sequence, the one that leaves the Morty behind, is
Yeah.
the evil Morty. Somehow escapes.
I,
Shit.
You know how they're running away from those like frog monsters,
Oh.
and then Rick portals away and just leaves Morty there.
Oh, well.
They said that's potentially the evil Morty.
I don't know about that. Like, if they have all these Rick and Mortys in the comics, and all of those are different Rick and Mortys. Like, I guess we'll never know.
I think
Unless,
that's
Justin and that come out with it.
I think that's more to cover just the stuff that they can get away with in the comics.
Mm.
Only read the first one.
I need to read more of the comics. I feel like there'll be a lot of lore on those.
I think they're just more just running alongside the show rather
Gags.
Mm. Well, that's always good. Because sometimes, like, TV shows are like, they'll release something very secretive, and
Yeah.
they'll be like, if you read chapter 3 in the 4th issue of the comic book, you'll understand this reference here that's happened in this season. It's like, no.
It's like
Yeah.
they released Sonic's real name in the Sonic comic books.
Yeah.
What?
Pablo.
Sonic has a real name?
Yeah, he's got like a real actual name.
What?
And it's something
No.
really long and obscure. It's so fucking weird.
Ah.
Buster, can you look it up real quick?
I'm looking it up now. I feel like we're gonna summon
thought
like
his
some
name
sort of
was
blue
Sonic.
hedgehog demon.
If you
What
say
the-
his name, if you say
Say
his
his
real
name
name
3 times.
Eyes
Yeah.
widen.
Ogilvy Maurice is the real name of Sonic the Hedgehog.
It looks such a
Kill me.
dweeb.
Maurice!
Maurice!
Oh my
eggs,
god, did
hurry
you
up.
guys
Ogilvy
ever
Maurice.
play Grand Theft Auto Vice City?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to VCPR with me, your host, Maurice Chavez. Oh
Just
fuck,
Sonic.
I loved that.
Sonic is in
Just it was
GTA.
Sonic's, yeah,
Not even as
an
a mod.
alternate universe. He's a Latin man. The public radio show.
See, that's again another theory that's only canon.
Oh, here we go. Only according to Archie Comics.
Yeah.
What madmen.
We're gonna give Sonic a name, but it's his name's Sonic. No.
No.
Oh, blah blah, Maurice.
He's a real name.
Are you high?
Yes. Incredibly so.
I am high.
It's a super fast blue hedgehog that has giant red shoes. You think I'm fucking high here?
He said he had a need for speed.
Need for Speed
So I
Underground?
gave
Yeah.
him to
And
Sonic
that's
the
when
my
he
Hedgehog.
got his Need
creativity.
for Speed.
I hope there's a Need for Speed that is like just like a mod for it, and you can play as Sonic. That'd be great.
Not even in a car, just
Yeah, just Sonic. Yeah.
It's just a
And
man
he's not
sitting
even-
on Sonic's back.
But he doesn't even make like a running animation. He just kind of like floats.
like T-poses through the
Yeah.
scenery.
Yeah.
I want a smaller Sonic inside a larger Sonic that's just bounding along like a car.
Like, it's like Sonic Racing.
Yeah, Sonic
Just
R.
like a Sonic
Yeah.
car with like a Sonic inside, and like he's kind of just sitting in his own mouth. And the Sonic car is just like, please give me death, please.
I just really want to point out.
No,
that
I must win this way. Win this race.
It's really
Yeah, win
fucking
this
stupid
race.
that out of all the people that made a racing game, Sonic was the one that didn't do it right.
Yeah.
Like, that's
I think it would've
really
been-
funny.
It would have been good
Does
if
he
he
just
was
come
just the only
first every
person
time?
not in a car. That would have just hit him to a T. Suppose you can't really have just a free running person in a Sonic game.
Well, I mean, oh no, they could have gotten it right. It's all there. It works. You have it like it's practically 50% done, and they were like, nah, can't make it right. But yet, fucking Crash Team Racing is one of the best racing games I've ever played.
I love Diddy Kong Racing.
Also,
Hell
good.
yeah.
Diddy Kong Racing was the best.
I used to play Pipsy. She was so cute.
Tip top or bust.
Oh yes, I love them too. And that's when I first saw Conker. Ah, my love.
Did you ever play Conker's 12 Tales?
No.
The
Unfortunately,
Game Boy game?
No. The
No.
The
Do you mean the
there was like an unreleased Nintendo 64 one which is floating around on the internet that you can get a hold of. But it's basically like Bad Fur Day, but like how it was intended to be originally.
Like cutesy.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Pocket Tales. I played Pocket Tales.
I
was-
fucking love Conker's Bad Fur Day. It was like
so good.
when it came out, it was literally around my birthday when I turned 15. And this was back when ads for games were on your TV.
yeah.
And so I would make my mum watch every single ad when it came on. I recorded the ad on a videotape, and I'd be like, "Mum, there's a singing poo. You gotta watch this." Make her watch it. Then I started singing the song to her, and then I had to break her spirit. And then I got a Nintendo 64 magazine, which I still have, and it had like a spread on Nintendo on Conker's Bad Fur Day, and I was like, "Oh, Mom, this article! Oh, look what happens here! Look what happens there! Oh, I'm so excited! I really need this game." Because the only way to get through to my mum was to, like I said, break her spirit, break her down. So she bought me the game. I woke up in the morning. It was a school day, I remember. Woke up like 7 a.m. Saw it, started playing with it. I mean. And then she came out and she goes, I saw on the box, it says it might contain things that only adults should be, watching. And I'm like, I'm 15 now, it's okay. It says 15 and over. It's alright. Oh, look, I've got a frying pan. Look at this. And it was just like my favorite game. Like, I used to play the mini games with my dad as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like the heist one and the war one.
Mm.
And, I loved it.
Did you guys ever have those gaming magazines that, like, the last 2 pages were just sex phone lines?
Yeah.
No.
It was so dodgy. It was like,
It was so
here's a
funny.
review on Yoshi's Story. And then the next page is just like, just a collection of tits.
Here's a number to my story. I could be your Yoshi. I thought of something dirty, I won't say it.
Yoshi tonguing someone's asshole.
Yes! I was gonna say, come find out what my tongue can do. And then I used to be able to do the sound that Yoshi does with that.
Oh.
Bling, 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 bling.
That was Cole, wasn't it?
Like that.
Yeah. Good old Yoshi.
Yoshi is a scum.
Wow,
Yoshi is the
I thought
Yoshi
we
is the
agreed
Morty
not
to
to get
Mario.
political.
Yoshi's Island on the Super Nintendo was one of my favorite games. Has Poochie in it. Love me a bit of Poochie.
Big old open mouth lady. It's like
She's so weird.
fucking her anatomy must be so whack.
Wasn't she like a guy for a while, or was that just...
Oh, Birdo.
Oh, yeah, Birdo.
He
It's pink.
he's a
pink
she.
with a bow.
In Japan, he's a male that wears a bow and shoots eggs out of his mouth.
Yeah, like what transgender
In-
people normally do.
In Western civilization, he's Yoshi's girlfriend because they played tennis together once.
Well, obviously that's
It's a
commitment.
marriage.
Yoshi, no.
That's how you lock it down, boys.
That's
Yeah.
how the
You just
Wario
shoot
Bros.
an egg. You just shoot an egg out of your mouth, and you claim a guy.
Wow.
Throw wigs
Shooting
at the
the egg
person
at
you
him.
like.
I like the idea that Waluigi was birthed out of the fact that Wario needed a doubles partner and nothing more. Now, here's a theory. Has anyone played WarioWare?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a character
No.
called Jimmy, and they reckon Jimmy is actually Waluigi,
Oh,
and he just
no.
dressed in overalls to come play tennis. Now, that is the theory.
I love that
Complete
theory.
tennis, but you
What?
gotta put overalls on. Okay. It's not my kink or anything. Yeah, okay.
I don't know, WarioWare is pretty kinky. Have you seen those mini games? It's a fucking mess.
Well, I didn't have much money growing up, so I only had about 2 games on my Nintendo for about 2 or 3 years. So,
Boys.
What games were there?
tiny violin.
What games were there?
Yoshi's Story and Diddy Kong Racing.
That's all you really
And
need.
then
Really?
yeah, and then I got Conker's Bad Fur Day and Pokemon Snap.
Oh, hell yeah.
You don't
And Majora's Mask. I was
Sick.
like, Dad, I think there's actually another Zelda game before that. And then we asked the people when we were buying it, we asked them, is there another one before this one? They were like, no, just this one.
Majora's Mask was
Little
really
did
good,
I
though.
know.
Majora's
Perfect
Mask
Dark.
was my
Perfect
favorite.
Dark is the penultimate
Yeah,
Nintendo
I really
64
wanted
game.
that.
If you don't
I
have
wanted
that,
that.
I have 2 copies of it. It's all mine. No one else in the world has 2 copies of Perfect Dark.
I wanted that one, and I wanted 007, the Golden Gun one.
Yeah.
GoldenEye.
Oh yeah,
GoldenEye.
You know, when
GoldenEye.
you have that, GoldenEye, when you have like the map, if you get that golden gun, you just fucking can shoot anyone through fucking walls, they die. One shot, one
yeah.
kill.
The game was like beautifully broken.
I even got Perfect Dark Zero on the Xbox. I
Oh,
was heavily disappointed.
that's a really good one. Thank you, Rare Microsoft, so much.
Microsoft. Why'd you ruin it?
My my friend Matt bought that on my Xbox and was thoroughly just like, what the fuck is any of this? Why is it so bad?
Did you guys ever play Conquer Live and Reloaded on the
Yes.
Xbox?
No, I
didn't.
didn't have an Xbox, but also I found out that it was censored a bit. So I was like, I'm not playing that then.
It was a little bit. It was really weird because like they had like a instead of the mini games, they had like a Halo-esque sort of campaign. And
Alright.
if you
The
finish
memes were great.
if you finish that 100%, then you could unlock the uncensored version of the game.
Which
was real
was
funny.
so dumb.
I know, but like at the same time,
Well,
it's
I
like
think
if I play
they
this whole
probably
game,
had to sneak it in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was starting to watch back when Christopher, I don't know how you say his last name, the guy who voices Conquer and made the game and stuff.
Yeah.
Christopher Walken.
Yeah, him, yeah. They were recording themselves playing the Nintendo 64 version, and they were just shitting on the Microsoft version. And they're like, yeah, we even put in a joke about Bill Gates in there. We were just
Shitting on
him.
PewDiePie as well.
Oh, were they? But they were like, we even had to make the combat and stuff like easier in the Xbox One. They were like, oh, everything's easier in that.
Pathetic.
But I loved it. I loved the swearing. I mean, it was hilarious.
It was one of those games that, like, my mom was really young when she had me, and so it was essentially just a teenager raising a baby, and it's bad when, like, your sense of morality isn't really what it should be, probably. So raising a kid, my morals were, like, extra fucked. I was watching Ren and Stimpy, like, Beavis and Butthead, and, like, scream and shit. At ages I probably shouldn't have been. And, like, I played
That's
That's
like
just a
me.
90s upbringing.
Yeah.
And, like, playing
In the
Conker's Bad
90s, we
Flavor.
watched all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching South Park when I was like 5 years old.
And
I watched a movie where 3 wolves broke into someone's house and then killed a lady in the shower. I think I was like 3. I remember every detail.
Did anyone watch Ghostbusters as a kid and then, like, in Ghostbusters 2, get scared of having a bath because they thought the pink goo was gonna come out of the tap?
No, I did.
No.
I did
I
want
was
that to
scared.
happen though, because it looked really
I
fun.
was scared!
I was afraid of all the paintings we had in our house.
It would have come to life.
I
Scared to buy a
remember
carton of
being
eggs.
Actually, the first Ghostbusters really scarred me as a kid and gave me some fears I still have now. Where
Yes.
I don't like if it's really dark and I see a light under the door, like the crack of the door. Because you know when, like, Sigourney Weaver's character, she's on, like, the phone to her mum, she's like, oh, I've got to call you back. And then she sees the light and then the arms come out of the lounge and kind of, oh my god, yeah, that freaked me the fuck out. I still have that fear. Fucking light under the door.
Do you know what scared
I
the
just-
shit out of me? The aliens from Mars Attacks.
I love those.
Yeah, they were scary.
They're great. I actually have like a.
I'm not really a big fan of those kind of alien movies where, like, aliens are invading and probing and, like, killing us. Because then I can't sleep and I get scared. But I like when we're exploring space and we come across aliens or kind of like Star Trek or Star Wars where we're all just living, meeting each other.
I quite
nah,
like
if
those.
I ever
And the-
discover a new source of life, I'd straight just finger in my butt, you know? That's what
Can
you gotta
probe
do.
me? I'm here to be probed.
Probe
Do-
yourself.
do
Yeah,
that.
hi. That's me.
What if
Excuse
they...
me, can
I'm
you
your
not
poor
have
guy.
the stereotype about aliens? Not all aliens probe people, okay?
Some
What if the
That's
grey
respectful.
aliens are prisoners and they were sent out on like a prison vessel and they're just sex offenders? And that's why they just keep doing what they're doing.
they're just running across the universe to rape.
I just love probing. I can't stop. Probers Anonymous.
That's the group I want to be a part of.
Will you sponsor me? I'm trying not to probe people.
It's
Aliens
really
go
hard.
to like every planet, be like, yeah, I'm a sex offender.
Just letting everyone in
Yeah.
the galaxy know that I'm a sex offender. I'm
Listen, I live about
2
three-
light years away, but moved in.
Just recently moved into the galaxy. I live 3 planets down. And it's a part of my parole that
Yeah.
I fuck this alien baby. Alright, listen, it's not what it. It's different.
It's just how we achieve space travel.
She could change her age. She changed her age halfway through. Okay, it wasn't entirely my fault, but you know, just putting it out there.
Fucking, you know how them globes are.
She lied to me.
She took my money when I'm in need.
Galactical
Yeah, she's a
nonsense.
trifling glope indeed.
Galactical nonsense alert.
That one almost flew by me, but I caught it.
Yep.
I'm there to pick it up when you put it down.
Good boy.
Thank you. What
Do you
about
think the
Go ahead.
I was going to say, like, bringing it back to the Rick and Morty situation. Do you think the giant massacre that happened really like killed off all the characters, or do you think they're going to come back in like another dimension? Like, what layer of dimension are we in right now in Rick and Morty?
Which massacre?
In the end
The wedding.
episode, yeah, the wedding, where everyone dies.
I don't think it killed everyone. No. I think there was probably a big fight, and then some got taken to prison, maybe. But I think
Probably-
Squanchy's still alive.
Squanchula.
Squanchy's
I think it was just,
gotta
like-
be alive.
Clearing the slate. I think they just didn't want him to have these connections like showing up. It's like, oh, maybe this guy knows Rick from before. So what if we just kill them all off? See what we have to write to make up for it.
Actually, yes, makes
I don't
sense.
know. I liked it because it was like getting to know a little bit about Rick's past. And Bird Person was talking to Beth about it, but then she was like really self-centered and talking about her stuff as well, and not really paying attention. So then it's like you find out all these tidbits about his past, and that there's all these like, you know, they're all on the run from the government and stuff because they were in like some intergalactic war, and then Tammy turns out to be part of the galactic police or whatever, and is trying to arrest everyone or kill them.
Does Bird Person only show up in the last episodes? I'm just trying to think.
No,
because he's
I
in
think
the last episode of second and first season.
He comes up like once or twice, I'm pretty sure, because he saves Morty that one time.
Oh yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he was at the party.
Well, that was the last. I don't know what happened
Yeah.
there. That was the last episode of season 1.
He's in the one with the "Show me what you got"
Yeah, that's right.
episode because Morty fucks off, and then Bird Person talks to him and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, why is there a photo of me here?" Yeah, Rick's so cute. Ah, he actually has feelings buried down in his shriveled heart.
That was a different Rick.
Yeah.
This Rick
Those-
just
Yeah,
Those dumb Rick
we
that got along with
give a
Jerry.
fuck.
I love Doofus Rick. I love Doofus Rick. Like, oh, I love him like Jerry loves him.
Like that whole speech he had about the coins. It's like, they may not be very valuable, but they're valuable to you, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, that was
Thanks,
beautiful.
Rick.
And then and then Jerry's like, "Can you stay?"
Yeah, that's right.
He's like, "Never leave me." And then he has a little picture of Doofus Rick, a little framed picture of him. He's got in a cupboard in the garage. But I have another theory, a game and it's about the wife, and again, it's from the Evil Morty and Rick episode when they're going through Rick's memories. And he sees this woman, like all those memories had to be important ones. And there's like a blonde woman, and he's like having sex with her, and then her face opens up and she's an alien. I like to believe that that's Rick's wife
Oh,
and Beth's mom.
I mean,
I
it's
also like to
possible.
believe she's still alive somewhere. Please.
I think my theory is that they don't have anything planned and they're just winging it. This whole
Yeah, they do
thing.
that too.
I like to believe.
"Eh."
I like to believe that like they see all the theories and then they like put the average theories together and then they go the opposite route.
Yeah, well,
Keep them on
actually,
pose.
Yeah.
I did read a Reddit thread that Dan and Justin did last year. Oh, last year or the year before or something? And some people were saying their theories, and they were like, at least 2 people said stuff that we were planning for the future, so now we're not going to do it. And if they find out that people are like onto whatever they're doing, they don't want to be predictable, so they just like scrap it and move on to something else. And potentially all of our theories are correct because infinite universes. So
I'd love to know
it's
the
kind
brain.
of fun.
I'd love to know the brainstorming situation. How they go like planning a storyline, and then like just finding out that that's happened, so they have to pretty much scrap the whole plan and then somehow loop it back into how they want to plan it out.
Yeah.
God, that's gotta be fucking difficult as shit.
Yeah.
Makes me sort of think that's why they had such a late release. I know like production and that sort of thing in writing, but just like let's starve them out. Let's get every theory. Let's wring that sponge and just see what they come up with, and then we start writing.
Well, Justin did say like they went from season 1 to season 2 pretty much straight away, and he wanted some time between 2 and 3 so they could just like take it a bit slower, work it out more, instead of rushing.
Yeah.
And in the long run, it's going to be better for it.
Yeah.
Really.
I think that's what makes it really powerful as well. Like, it's such a solid storyline, such a solid show, because it's so, like, well thought out. Like, the first season kind of felt like testing the waters, and, like, every episode kind of, like, had their own story, but then it, like, comes into this giant linear story.
Yeah, and they all have the A story and the B story, and...
Yeah.
And it was just Rick and Morty, really, doing the adventures. But now it's like, I love when Summer gets involved. And I'd love to see Beth involved, because I'm like, look, Beth, your dad travels around fucking space having science adventures, and you don't want in on that? Like, you've never just gone, hey, I'd like to spend more time with you. Take me on an adventure, or just take me out into space. Like, she's always going, I want to spend time with my dad, blah, 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 blah. But then all she does is her normal life.
I think we're gonna see a very empowered Jerry. Like Jerry's gonna try and get back into the family, and he's gonna start following Rick on adventures.
Yeah, like,
and then Rick will just be like,
I'm
Rick
excited
will just
for that
be in the
because
middle of
I
something,
actually love Jerry.
and Jerry will
Jerry's
just turn
one
up.
of my favorites.
There was a, did you hear that voice in episode 2 where it's just like, you're a pussy, Jerry? Something like that. I feel like that's probably going to play into like a very important part in the storyline, possibly.
I want it to.
Yeah, it really reminded me of, have you guys ever watched The Mighty Boosh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The first fucking episode of that, where it's like, wind, my only friend, and the wind goes, I hate you. It reminded me of that.
Yes, it was so good.
I love Mighty Bush. That's really good.
They actually had one of the guys from Mighty Boosh in an episode, and he's in the Grandma's Virginity podcast too. You know the yeah, the guy who runs
Bob
the school.
Fossil.
Bob Fossil, yeah, he's my spirit animal.
That's why I don't like
the
cricket.
windy man, the long mover. Yeah, he was King Plippy Nips or something from Naruto. I'm King Plippy Nips.
So many of
Rich
those
Fulcher.
good shows
Yeah, Richard Fulcher, yeah.
are so underrated here in the States. Like, they tried to get the Mighty Boosh going here on Adult Swim, but it did not catch on. But it was so fucking great and hilarious. I ended up ordering the DVDs because they stopped showing it here. And that's kind of what it felt like with, what was it? New Zealand. Help me out, Cole.
Oh, Flight in the Flight.
Yep.
Oh,
there we
Flight
go.
of the Conchords.
Yep.
Really?
Jermaine. I love Jermaine.
It was a bit underrated here. I mean, I'm sure it was popular to, like, like, whatever the people that afforded the Showtime or HBO, whatever it was on. but like it
'Cause,
wasn't
like-
as good as it should have been.
And, like, whenever you speak to someone who, like, is very American, they'd be like, "Oh, you're from New Zealand, right? Flight of the Conchords, Lord of the Rings." It's like that's like the two things we could identify with.
Yeah, that's all you gotta say.
Come on, Cole, you're a hobbit. Let's face it.
Yeah, what's the other thing you're fucking known for? Come on.
Goodbye Pork Pie, Foot Rot Flats,
What about
Beach
that-
Days.
yeah, Beach
What
Days
about that
Break.
cute vampire movie
Oh, God.
that came out?
Yeah,
Like, come on.
Loved that movie.
The little vampire?
What We Do in the Shadows or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what
We
we
Do
do
in
in the
the
shadows. That was good.
the costumes
Fuck,
of
that's
those
so
are
funny.
in a museum. It's pretty funny.
You know what? There's actually one more thing I associate with New Zealand, and it's the black.
Question shops.
No, the the black horror comedy called Black Sheep.
The
Black
fucking,
Sheep!
Oh, yeah,
Yes!
the director,
Oh, I loved
the
that!
fucking writer and director for that show is fucking nuts.
Really?
Well, I
Yeah,
don't.
Jonathan
I
King.
can see that.
He's fucking like. You
I
talk
love
to him
Black
and
Sheep.
like he always looks like he's just done like a rail of cocaine, and he's just like his eyes are always so fucking wide awake, and he'll he'll always just be like constantly talking about something, and then he'll fall into like this deep hole where his whole known for existence just fucking disintegrates. Like in every sentence, you'll talk about anything, he'll fucking fall on that one path. It's like Jesus Christ.
The come down is a bit severe, it seems.
Has anyone watched Garth Marenghi's Dark Place?
No.
Yes, I fucking love that one!
What is that?
When they have
we
the
have to
beginning
watch it.
part, and it's like written by Garth Marenghi, directed by Garth
Written and
Marenghi.
directed by.
The theme song is a tune whistled by Garth Marenghi.
So what it is,
Talking
it's
about
a sort of like a Stephen King styled 80s horror show, but it's done by a few of the people there's a few people that are in the Mighty Boosh and the IT crowd. And it's sort of done as this 80s show that is now being looked back on as this classic because the writer-director is taking you through his vaults and showing you this show, and he's basically talking up how good he was because he was the main star of the show. And there's 6 episodes, and I found them all through YouTube, where
They were on
graciously
SBS.
uploaded.
They were on SBS for a while.
But yeah, it's just real shoddy production, real cheap.
It's so fun.
It's
That sounds great.
yeah.
Oh my god, you need to look up the bit where that guy sings, "I'm a one-track lover,"
Ah,
and then he's like,
Matt Berry. Far,
Oh,
far.
yes! And the woman, oh my god, when she turns into a broccoli.
Yeah, I
Oh
think
fuck, you gotta watch
check it out. Garth
I
Marenghi's
went-
Dark Place. You'll find it
The
somewhere.
Somewhere.
Scottish
Just
fog.
check it out. But yeah, we
It's
should watch
so
the first
good.
episode.
I haven't seen it. I watched
It's so good.
it
It really is.
I watched a movie written by Terry Gilliam yesterday called Absolutely
Ooh,
Anything.
what was it?
Absolutely Anything. It's got Simon Pegg in it. And fucking
Oh, that one where he gets powers.
Yeah, it's basically like Bruce Almighty but British.
So better.
Yeah,
Ugh.
in a sense. Like Robin Williams plays the dog in it. So yeah, it's
Robin!
10,000 bones.
Oh
I'm
my.
sad. I couldn't watch any Robin Williams movies for the longest time, but a couple of months ago, Hook was on
Yeah.
Netflix,
was
and I
gonna
was
say,
like, I
neither-
gotta fucking watch
Neither
that.
could he.
He's just gone in his genie lab. It's okay. He'll be back in 10,000 years.
10,000 years.
How about Disney trying to work their way out how they can use pre-existing recording of Robin Williams to make a sequel?
That's sick and disgusting.
I thought Will
Yeah,
Smith was
they're
Why
in
trying.
can't
it.
Why can't they just get the Homer Simpson dude, Dan
Yeah.
Castellaneta? Why don't they just get him? They had him for the TV show
And Kingdom
and
Hearts.
also the other movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they want the name of like this is Robin Williams' last movie. See where it all began.
I seem
But-
like
Oh,
a
that's
lot of movie
disgusting.
companies are doing that. Like, I don't know how, but like Robin Williams just seems like he did a lot of movies.
Yeah,
like
nearly very
before
good.
he offed himself.
Yeah.
Like he didn't do anything for 10 years, and he comes back with
It's-
like 10 movies. It's like what?
It's the ultimate power play. Like really,
Yeah.
really hard negotiator. If it's like, I'm going to kill myself.
Here's
No
a
movie.
theory:
Done.
he's still alive, and people are just fucking using his
Need to be
name.
left alone.
Yeah.
Well, okay, look. The thing is, if he had recorded stuff or acted in stuff, and he died before it came out, that's one thing. But going, hey, it's been like 5 years. I don't know how many years. It's been like 5 years since Robin Williams died, and I want to bring out another Aladdin. Let's just like get his voice, man. Use
Be funny
that.
if it's
That's
like-
just a travesty.
They like clipped like sound clips from
Yeah,
all the
like
other
it's just
bullshit.
it very sounds just terrible. Hey,
whole-
Aladdin, how are you today?
Yeah.
The whole plot
Genie,
is
Yeah.
you think I
Genie.
can do a wish? Yes. That's very cool.
Yes.
The whole plot
What about have you guys seen that South Park episode when they bring Chef
With
back?
Chef.
And,
Yeah.
But it's, yeah. Something wrong with Chef.
The whole plot of Aladdin 4 is that the genie is trying to get back with his kids, so he dresses up as a woman under the name of.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Pan.
I'm still there.
I love when he fucking calls the wife up and he's like, I am Job. Oh, what are you looking for? I am Job. To see if she'd hire just
Yeah, it's doing making all the fake ones. Give me the job.
Jesus.
Now, something apparently in his will, he said that his image can't be used for promotional purposes for 20 years or something.
Yeah,
Something along those lines. So he definitely knew
which is good.
what would happen
Yeah, we definitely could use.
if something like this happened. It's just, it is sick that people will try and make their
Capitalize on
20
someone
million.
who died?
yeah.
Well, yeah,
Hey, I want to use this dead guy so I can make money.
that's kind of like I saw on Facebook that there were people that attended Chester, the lead singer of
Yeah.
Linkin Park, his funeral.
Park.
They people were selling like the things that they would give out to everybody, like a bracelet, like
Oh,
the little prayer booklet
That's
thing,
disgusting.
and it was going for
That-
like $50,000.
What the fuck kind of person does that? That is just disgusting.
That is pretty messed up.
Also, I love, like, Linkin Park was my teenage years. It got me through the hard times, man.
Back when I felt like nobody understood me. They were they were a great band. They were.
I had Linkin Park, Evanescence, and Harry Potter fan fictions. That's how I got through to my teenage
What a
years.
I
good
thought they were
mix.
all together in one.
We had
Sometimes
this
I
diehard
Put it all together.
diehard Linkin Park fan who sort of put a lot of people off Linkin Park back at my high school. He carried the CD around with him, but he didn't have like a CD player.
It's just
Just in
A
hopes that
Discman.
a CD player would present itself.
A Discman. Oh, wait. Are you too young for Discman?
no.
Discman?
No.
No.
Yeah.
I remember
Okay.
cassettes. I listened to Bartman cassette. I listened to the Bartman
was
cassette.
nearly-
It had another
I was
song.
really upset for a second.
No, you're
The
fine.
Bartman. I had the Walkman, but it was really annoying because like it was very cheap, so like I couldn't walk with
It
it.
jumped.
Jumpman.
I remember when they brought in these little, I forget what it's called now, but like you'd click it on, and so if you're moving, it'd try and like not jump the disc, but you could turn it on or off. I don't know why you'd want to turn it off, to be honest.
I think Walkmans with cassette tapes were a lot more stable than the CD ones
Oh yeah, for sure.
because it just played through the magnetic tape instead of trying to read a CD when the jumping eye keeps on jumping around. I remember my first PS1, like the reader of it, like got damaged, so I couldn't read any games, which was horrible because I had like over 100 games on the PS1. And then like I was like, this is everything that I've ever wanted. Gone. Thank you.
But then PS2s could play PS1 games, right?
Yeah, but I don't get a
Yeah, they
They
could.
could.
I don't get a PS2 till like after I got an Xbox.
I saved up all my money from multiple birthdays and Christmases until I think I was 16 or 17, and I was 17, and I was able to buy myself a PS2. And I wanted it because I wanted to play Jack and Daxter.
Yes.
But I never ended up getting it. And then I always had to wait till games went platinum, so they were $50 so I could buy them. Because back then all the games were like between $80 and $120, and I just did not have money.
Germany. Yeah,
I,
I remember that.
Jiminy.
When I got my PS2, it came with Shrek, the video game, Spider-Man
No.
2.
Oh, hell,
Pick
it's a
out
really
one
good
game.
game. So,
So I picked out Final Fantasy X. Didn't know what I was in store for.
Yes.
oh
Yes.
god.
That was my first game. My one came with Grandia 2, and there was some game on there, and I was like, oh, I don't want that in the bundle. Can I please have this one? And they were like, of course, little girl. So I got Grandia 2 and Onimusha Warlords, and then I asked my dad if I could please have Final Fantasy X, and he bought it for me. And I used to think Titus was a girl. I was like, I can't wait to play that girl who plays the soccer game in the water.
I realised there was another game in the bundle. It was the Space Invaders Collection.
Oh god.
Now you might wonder how they had a collection of Space Invader games. They were all the same. They just had different skins.
This one's from
That's
Atari.
awesome.
This one's from Sega. This one's
Nice.
8-bit. This one's 16-bit.
And I
I
think it actually had the option to switch between the skins in game.
oh, that's kind of
So it
cool.
didn't even matter which game you started.
How much was
One
it,
of them made
though?
the aliens a lot easier
Yeah.
to see.
How much was it?
Oh no, it came with the
Came
the
with-
system
Oh,
for
okay,
like
well.
$200.
I mean,
It was just so appalling that I completely forgot about it.
I can't.
It was
I
like
think PS2,
20 megabytes
PS2
of
is still
data.
my favorite.
I have no idea.
PS2 is still my favorite console.
It's a classic.
Well,
It's pretty solid. I'd
Yeah.
say the Super Nintendo
I'd say Nintendo
was my
64.
favorite.
And Nintendo 64 was for me. They're just like so many fucking good games on that.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 64 then PS1.
64 was good,
Yeah.
but I think PlayStation 2 for me, it was like I finally could buy games. I also took it away to uni with me, and I'd get friends to come into my... I lived on campus, so I'd get people to come into my room. We'd all play PlayStation,
Hell yeah.
have fun, and it's just really great.
Did you ever have iToy?
Ooh,
Yes.
I had that.
yeah. You remember the cleaning windows song? I cannot get it out of my head. When you're cleaning windows.
That was real fun. I used to go in like Noel Leeming's or like electronic stores and like just play that for like hours. Well, there was like a
It's the
plaza
future.
area. Yeah. It was like a plaza area, and then my mum would be like shopping for 5 hours. I'm like, I'm gonna go play iToy for
Yeah.
5 hours.
I had a game called Red Ninja. It's really difficult.
Oh, I
The
know that
saves
game.
are just... Oh, fuck. The saves, like, it only saves at the beginning of each kind of, like, segment.
Yeah.
And, like, the segments are so difficult to get through sometimes. But Richard Horvitz does a voice in it as, like,
Oh my God.
multiple, like, background characters.
That's right. I
And-
remember that.
Yeah. And so if you, like, shoot someone, if you kill someone, and you just all of a sudden hear, "Ah, my leg!"
I remember him
Something,
talking
I
about
just
that.
crack up.
I think I was watching, I don't know, maybe a Psychonauts documentary, and he was talking about how he was in the game and all the background characters were him, and how he just dies all the time.
Yeah. Also, me and my friend, we'd take turns, like, playing it. Like, as soon as one died, we'd let the other person play. And, so you're a ninja, so you can climb up onto, like, these beams and use this kind of, like, wire to loop down and, hang people and stuff. Or whatever. And to hide. So, I was getting chased, and this happened multiple times. Like, you'd be getting chases off, you'd go and hide, and then just, like, the guy would go, I killed the intruder. It's like, no, you fucking didn't. I'm still alive, cocksucker. Like, I killed the intruder. It's a really good game. Like the moves you could do.
Some reason it just reminded me of in GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. You could put in cheats to take control of characters during cutscenes. So you'd be having like this really important moment. It's like they're talking directly at camera. You just walk out of frame, walk behind them, just start shooting them, and it's like,
That's hilarious.
That's brilliant. I was recently playing the Batman Arkham games on my PS3.
So good.
Because I only just got my PS3 back from my dad, who I had bought Skyrim for, so I didn't see my PlayStation for a long time. So anyway, I'm playing the Asylum, Arkham Asylum, and I knock out Zaz. He falls to the floor, and instead of just falling to the floor, he starts like gyrating his hips like Shakira, and I was like, what the fuck? And every now and then it would happen. I was playing with my sister, so we'd just look at each other and start like just wiggling our hips and being like, what the fuck?
That's awesome.
It was so good. And every time I'd like you could come up behind people and just like silently take them out, and so Batman would go up and like grab someone's head and kind of like chokehold them until they passed out, and I'd just be there going, sleep now, sleep.
Have you guys seen those Deus Ex? You know in Deus Ex how you can do like double takedowns? Where he's like sneaking up on this guy who's just like heavily armed, but he's in this street setting, and because he does a double takedown, he grabs a civilian and just like bashes their head together with this guy who's just
in armor.
Yeah.
Well, that guy's concussed, but that guy, he won't be getting up ever again. He's a vegetable.
Yeah, he's done.
Or dead.
That's how I
Not in
ended
this
up.
universe.
That's how I ended up
But
in the
how did
wheelchair.
someone did a sneaky takedown on you.
Mm-hmm. And then it crippled me.
God. God.
They just used a trank gun on his legs.
That's
It's been really
Cripp's
effective.
origin story. It was so
Non-lethal.
effective.
Paralyzed. This Pokemon's paralyzed.
Oh my
Used
god!
paralyzed heal, but nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
It wasn't very effective.
Run away, can't run.
How does Metapod get around?
I think he rolls.
Hops.
Does he?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Roll or hop?
No, they shoot string. They just hang from trees.
Yeah.
They shoot
But like, what if there's no trees around? How do they get around?
string shot. They use string shot and pull themselves up to trees.
What is it, Spider-Man 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
The game.
Just shoot the
The
sky
movies?
and fly?
I love Caterpie.
I only play games that have the title, the movie, the game in them.
The Lego, the movie, the game.
Yeah, exactly. Shrek, the movie, the game.
The movie.
The movie.
The novel. The movie, the game, the movie, the novel. That's essentially Kingdom Hearts manga. I just realized.
Is that a thing? I mean,
Yeah.
it figures that it would be a thing, but I've never...
I mean, like, you got the movie, then it's the game, and then, like, it turns into basically a movie again later on, and then that's a manga. So, yeah.
Yeah. I found like I had Kingdom Hearts, and I played it. It was fantastic. And then I didn't have a little Game Boy, so I couldn't get that Kingdom Hearts game. And then when the Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Who are all these people? And it's like, oh, by the way, you should have played the Game Boy game in order to understand everything that's going on. And I was like, well, some of us don't have money.
Do you know what I'm expecting?
What?
Just one of the trailers. There's Goofy, Donald, and Sora walk into a room,
Zora.
and there's Nick Fury, and he just turns around and is just like, I'm going to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative.
I fucking hope not.
I can see it coming.
Yeah,
See
I'm
the end of
hesitant.
days.
It's either that or Star Wars.
Then there'll be
Yeah, I
Star
was gonna-
Wars.
I was gonna say, it ends with, like, them explaining the Avengers, but then it's just... A
Tatooine.
yeah, a lightsaber sound.
Yeah. just heavy breathing.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
Iron Man just has a lightsaber coming out of his chest.
Oh, that would be cool.
Okay,
Right through his
Noah
arc
Heartless.
capacitor.
okay. At first, I was against this, but now I'm pretty for it.
Oh yeah. what if Tony Stark was a Heartless?
Yeah, Tony Stark can't turn into a Heartless because he doesn't have a heart.
Oh no!
That's actually a pretty good plot.
It's really not bad.
Yes. He went crazy because he's trying to like save Earth from all the aliens, but then he just like goes mad and turns into a Heartless.
Yes.
He
What
starts
do
infecting the
you know
other
when
Avengers.
You know when he takes the nuke through the like space portal? You just start seeing Disney characters, and that's what left him like post-traumatic.
Falls into Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, he just sees Mickey. He's like, "What the
What is
fuck?
this?
Talking mouse."
You gotta close the door to the light darkness, Sora. What is that?
Oh, hi there, Tony Stark.
What the fuck are you?
Oh,
Is it a giant talking mouse? Oh my god!
You just see
but
these
gotta
gloves.
save Earth.
So these white gloves come out of nowhere, just Mickey's face, and just like, I have more money than you. And he falls back to Earth. He's like, no!
It's really funny, and like in the ending of number 1 of Kingdom Hearts, how like Mickey doesn't have a top on, and like every other game he's got a top on. But in the prequel, he clearly just doesn't have a top on. He looks fucking bizarre. He's just like got some baggy pants on.
Damn it, Mickey! Fucking cover up.
Fucking,
Cover up.
He only used to wear pants, didn't he?
Yeah,
a
but
hat.
like not in Kingdom Hearts. He had like a weird Sora outfit for some reason. I don't know. It looks like a very 90s version of Mickey Mouse, like having a skateboard.
Has anyone seen those Looney Tunes shirts where like Bugs Bunny and Daffy are wearing their hats, their shirts, and their
Yeah.
pants backwards?
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing is,
And I'm happy.
they've got tails poking out, which means
Oh.
they've got like their fly zip back out down with their little tail hanging out.
Well,
It
like
fucking works.
in Space Jam, when they put the shorts on and they just like put it over their ass a bit more, and then the tail sticks out, and like they break the seam of the pants. That might be the way
Oh.
they're doing it. Like there's a very
That's a
very
fetish.
specific shot that someone had to animate that.
Yeah,
That's a kink.
just to like, well, how does that? Just so they wouldn't do that.
They give the shot back, and it's like 3 minutes longer than it should be. It's like,
It's like a full
I see we picked the right guy.
Just like slow mo up and down the body. It's like
spent 3 months
focusing
on this.
certain places. Boom, boom.
Jesus. Well, I think we covered all bases there. Probably wrap it up now.
Yeah,
Yep.
we should end it in a nice upbeat way.
Alright, cool.
Okay. Thanks for watching, and
I wanna
thank
kill
you
myself.
so much. Okay, thank you so much for joining us, Days. It was a pleasure having you on.
Aw, thanks.
Thank
It was
you.
a
I'm glad.
pleasure, and
I'm
I
glad to
get-
be here.
Just like your
I'm
life.
honored. I can now die in peace.
Oh.
Well, don't do that. You said go up on a happy note.
Yeah. Alright. Thanks for
Thanks
watching.
for having me.
No worries. Thanks for watching, listening, whatever. Catch you around. Peace out, Brussels sprout. Probably a new episode later on. Who gives a shit? Give us a like. Give us a comment. I love you dearly. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I want to speak to you about the Avengers Initiative.
Bye.